Hello, this is the Warden of Arnor doing another deck building challenge. Escape from Dol Guldur is an interesting quest. Of course, back in the days of the core set, it was somewhat infamous for how difficult it was, particularly if you played it solo. I tend to feel like it's not that difficult anymore if you play it with modern decks. Even solo, it can be a problem, but it's much more manageable than it used to be. However, it presents an interesting potential deck building challenge which I'm going to take on. So you note, of course, that the three objectives which start in the staging area and which are essential to advancing the quest, they are all restricted. And as of now, well, as of a little while ago, we have 3 heroes who cannot have restricted attachments. Quickbeam, Bjorn, and Treebeard. None of them can have restricted attachments. Bjorn can't have any attachments at all. So, this is the challenge. To try and defeat Escape from Dol Guldur with this hero lineup. It's also a big problem because of the high starting threat of 37. The fact that you have to raise your threat in order to claim the objectives, which of course I can only do by getting Sword Thane into play on an ally and ally Imrahil in play and a hero in the discard. I don't even have a sphere match for ally Imrahil. So, as you can see, this is a very complicated deck. It's more effective than you might think, basically because of some of the reasons why I feel Escape from Dol Guldur is not as bad now as it once was, basically because it's full of core set encounter cards, some of which are not that bad. However, so the actual process of getting into a position where I can claim the objectives is more reliable than you might expect. Getting to the end of the quest before my threat hits 50 is less reliable. Now, I do still have to state some important provisos. It is possible for this deck to win the quest. It is not consistent. For 1 point, I will be choosing which hero is captive, not randomizing it as the quest card technically tells you to. It will be Quickbeam, because really, with a starting threat of 37, I'm going to be engaging the enemies, and I kind of need to engage the enemies anyway to get their threat out of the staging area, which means I really need the strong defense from Bjorn. Meanwhile, Treebeard is my only lore hero, and I want that early lore access, and his ability to damage himself to boost my questing and help keep the staging area clear is again essential. Because this setup is not reliable, if I get a bad setup for as far as the guards on the objectives go, I will just scoop the encounter deck. I will also potentially take more than the one allowed mulligan. There are a lot of moving parts that need to come together for this to work, and I'm only willing to do it so many times. Or I'm only interested in doing it so many times. So I don't want to play out losses that seem more obvious because of a bad starting hand or encounter deck draw. And there are a couple of effects in here which either cause an instant scoop or alternate universe. And they are the shadow effect on the Hummerhorns. The Hummerhorns itself, as an enemy, I can deal with that. But the shadow effect, since I tend to be somewhat dependent on a couple of one hit point allies, namely Yoreth and Henemarth Riversong, the Hummerhorn's shadow effect, I can't, unless it comes up under fairly specific circumstances, I just can't deal with it. The other one is Caught in a Web. Now this is not, it's not always a problem. It's a problem if it comes up too early. Because, obviously, when I only have 2 heroes, and, well, one of them can't have attachments, so it would have to go on Treebeard, I really can't afford to not be able to use Treebeard early on, or to have to spend 2 resources each round to ready him. So, an early Caught in the Web can only be allowed if I allow a somewhat debatable rules point, which is to attach it to Quick Beam while he is still the captive hero. If I've rescued Quick Beam, then Caught in the Web goes on Quick Beam, and that's fine. But when I'm still at just 2 heroes, one can debate the point, because if I turn this over, that hero is now considered a prisoner, cannot be used, cannot be damaged, and does not collect resources until it is rescued. Attaching a card to it does not necessarily count as using it. The phrasing is, of course, rather vague. I suspect if this quest were designed now, it would be phrased more clearly to disallow things like attaching Caught in a Web to a hero who you're not actually doing anything with. But as it is, yeah, if I get a Caught in a Web too early on, then either I allow myself to attach it to the face-down Quick Beam, or I shuffle it back in and reveal a different card. So, all those provisos out of the way, let's see if I can actually do this. Now, this opening hand is passable. Starting with Henemarth is good. Starting with the Warden of Healing is good. But none of this is really ideal, so I'm going to take a mulligan. This is much better. In fact, yes, this is a lot better. Yoreth is a great card for me to start with, because then I can just keep spending Treebeard's resources to keep healing him so he can keep questing harder. And the Storm Comes is potentially an essential piece. So, I need to shuffle the encounter deck since I was just looking at it. And now I reveal my 3 guards. Okay, that's fantastic actually. So, Iron Shackles goes on top of my deck. This discards all event cards in my hand, which I don't actually have any. Mountains of Mirkwood can, given the travel cost to reveal an additional card, can be a problem, but given that it is the only card starting in the staging area, I'm pretty okay with it. In general, if I end up with... My sort of ideal setup for this is... Well, it's something like this, I suppose, but a more realistic would be 1 encounter card of each type. If I get 2 locations, I'm probably screwed and would be likely to scoop the setup, because I can only travel to 1 of them. Whereas a location and an enemy, I might quest unsuccessfully the first round, but then I engage the enemy and travel to the location, and things start to clear up. This, though, this is great. So, Quick Beam is my prisoner. There goes Iron Shackles. I immediately play the Storm Comes and Yoreth, and I quest with Treebeard. 2 against 2. I'm questing till the storm comes. Dol Guldur Beastmaster. Okay. So, yep, I'm going to damage Treebeard and make 1 progress. And then I'm going to exhaust Yoreth to heal him. Now I travel to the Mountains of Mirkwood, for which I have to reveal the top card of the encounter deck. Until the end of the phase I add threat to the staging area. That is fine. That's a pretty weak card in general. In this case it's the travel phase, so I don't care at all about adding threat to the staging area. I of course engage the Dol Guldur Beastmaster. It gets an extra shadow card, Bjorn defends. Choose and discard 1 attachment you control. I don't have any attachments. Bjorn takes 2 damage and attacks back, almost killing the Beastmaster. Control N. Okay, Sword Thane already. Now I could play this Ent draft, but I think I want to hold on to the possibility of continuing to use Yoreth's ability. I will play this Secret Vigil on here. There may be better targets for the Secret Vigil. Actually, I'm not sure if... Well, there's Ungoliant's Spawn is a better target for a Secret Vigil. She's 3 threat. But really, with this higher starting threat, I just want any threat reduction I can get. And I'm going to take it at any opportunity I get. So, the staging area is empty. I quest for 2. Endless Caverns, Doomed 1, Surge. Okay, there's 3 threat in the staging area. So I'm now questing for 5. 6 is enough to clear the Mountains of Mirkwood, and I will once again use Yoreth. So I clear the Mountains of Mirkwood. I'm just going to stack up the objectives here, just because it's neater. Having explored the Mountains of Mirkwood, each player may search the top 5 cards of his deck for 1 card and add it to his hand. Shuffle the rest of the searched cards back into their owner's decks. So, I don't need Sword Thane because I already have it. The Feint could be nice. The Dundingle Warrior could also be nice. The Feint is kind of nice immediately in the short term. The Dundingle Warrior is nicer in the long term. I think I'm going to take the Warrior, because things aren't looking too bad as far as Bjorn goes at the moment. Travel to the Endless Caverns, engage the second Beastmaster. So, Bjorn defends. Defending player must choose and exhaust 1 character he controls. Maybe I should have held back on Yoreth. Okay, so 2 damage. This now has to be undefended. Nothing and nothing. I might actually put the damage on Treebeard to try and preserve Bjorn's hit points a bit more. Unfortunately, I can't counterattack. Control N. Okay, Daron's Runes. Azain Silverbeard is kind of expensive, though good. No, I discard an Ent draft. Daron's Runes again. Okay, if I can save up some resources, then that Welling Hall Preserver would be really nice. See, now I'm thinking I want the immediate benefit of the Feint available, so maybe I do discard Azain. Actually, no, I'm going to gamble on the long term and get rid of the Feint. play the Dundingle Warrior. And obviously there's a risk of the Necromancer's Reach here. But if I heal Treebeard immediately, then it would kill Yareth. So I think that's a problem either way. I'm just going to quest 2. Oh, that as well. Yeah. Okay, so the question arises, do I want to A, retcon, use Yareth first, B, mulligan this encounter card, shuffle them back in, reveal something else, or C, scoop the game. I think I'm just going to scoop the game. You get the idea. And I'll just try again. Okay, so attempt number 2. Let's see, this is not an unreasonable starting hand. The Dundingle Warriors, kind of nice to see early on. The Elfstone obviously is good, Darren's Runes, but it still doesn't contain any of my ideal pieces. Okay, Yareth. So I think I keep this. And okay, 2 locations and an enemy. Just too much threat to be dealing with right off the bat with only Treebeard questing. That was not what I meant to do. Shuffle. 3 enemies. Obviously I just immediately engage all of them, so the trouble only lasts for the 1 round. This is not ideal, but I'm going to at least play it out through to the first, at least through the first quest phase. I play Yareth, play Darren's Runes. I think I discard a Welling Hall Preserver. Now, yeah, I really need to quest. I was considering actually not questing, just taking a threat raise, but it would be too much. So, okay, that's 8 threat in the staging area. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 means I'm questing for 7, and I raise my threat by 1. I travel to the Enchanted Stream, lock my deck, engage all 3 enemies, deal shadow cards. I could use a feint, but if I don't, then I can play the Dundingle Warrior next round. So, Beyond Defends, and extra shadow card, Beyond Defends. Resolve the when revealed effect of Iron Shackles. Okay. So Bjorn will kill this one. And Control N. Okay. As mentioned, I can play the Dundingle Warrior. Staging area is empty. I quest for 2. Great Forest Web. I increase my willpower to 4. Explore the Enchanted Stream. And then heal with Yareth. Each player must exhaust 1 hero he controls to travel here. Actually, okay, no, I'm gonna take that back now that I think about it, because I don't want to travel to the Great Forest Web, which means I don't need to explore the Enchanted Stream, though it would be nice to be able to draw cards. I can just hold off at this point. Next round I can play Robin Smallborough and have a bit more willpower to work with. And hopefully that'll work out for me. So, Beyond Defense. I have no attachments to discard. But of course I didn't want to exhaust a hero to travel to the Great Forest Web because I need to make some progress on dealing with these enemies. Bjorn is defending again, of course. Okay. And Control N. Still not drawing cards, of course. But I will play Robin Smallborough. And I have this Dol Warrior now. So that's good. So, questing for 4 now. Okay, 5 threat in the staging area. This is becoming more of an issue. I suppose I deal 1 damage to Treebeard and I break even, that's all I can do. This time I'm going to feint the Beastmaster and attack for 6. So, okay. The enemies have been dealt with. But I have rather too much threat in the staging area at present. So I can quest for 4. I could actually send the Dol Warrior on the quest, but I probably shouldn't. So we quest for 4. Okay, that adds 1 threat to the staging area, so there's a total of 6. Heal Treebeard. I'm now questing for 8. I explore the Enchanted Stream. I can unlock my deck, and I can travel to the Great Forest Web. Taking the opportunity now, because I'm totally okay to exhaust beyond this round with no combat. There goes Iron Shackles. Unlock deck. Okay, I'll see if it draws me a card next round, and figure out what's up with that. So now there's 3 threat in the staging area. I am going to heal with Yareth first, and quest for 4. There we go. Dol Guldur Orcs. I remembered the possibility this time. So that's 5 threat. So I guess I deal 1 damage and break even. Engage. The Orcs defend with the Dol Warrior. Bjorn kills them. Okay. If I had explored the storm comes, then that would be great right now, but since I haven't, actually no. I'm not going to play Azane Silverbeard. I'm going to continue saving my resources, because if I go for 1 more round, I can just play Sword Thane and have more lore resources to work with. So, again, healing with Yareth first, questing for 4, Doomed One Surge. This is probably too much for me to deal with. Okay, 4 against 6. 2 damage break even. I could do, obviously I could do 1 more and make 1 progress, but that doesn't help me. So Control N. Okay. So unlock the deck. Another Yareth is not helpful. Put Sword Thane onto Robin Smallborough. And set additional resource tokens per round. 1. Okay, we're really up against it here, so I'm going to quest with the Dol Warrior. It's still probably not enough. 5. Okay, so 5 against 7. I use Yareth. Okay. Yeah, 5 against 7. So now that's 7, and that's 9, and I explore the Great Forest Web. I need to have the most threat out of the staging area possible, so I will travel to the Necromancer's Pass. And since I only have 3 cards in hand, I'll just select a random number 1 to 3 to be the card I don't discard. 1. Okay, so I keep the Welling Hall Preserver and discard the other 2. And now, of course, I have to engage the Hummerhorns, which means I have to deal 5 damage to a single hero I control. And now that I think about it, this doesn't work out because I will have to take this attack undefended and it will kill Treebeard or Robin Smallburrow. Or I could kill Robin Smallburrow with the engagement, the effect from engaging it. I suppose that's the only way I can try to continue this. Bjorn defends, takes 1 damage, and kills it. Control N, Gandalf. Heal with Yoreth. There's 3 threat in the staging area. Quest for 3. Oh, that kills Yoreth. It's probably game over for me, but okay, so now questing for 5, I explore the location. This will reveal a card, I think I have to take the risk. I just got all event cards in my hand. Control N. Secret Vigil, but no enemy to put it on. I quest for 3. Choose and exhaust 1 character he controls. I'm looking at a dead hero, and so that's the end of that game. Really, I probably should have given that up quicker, but it serves as a nice demonstration of how things can continue going wrong. I probably shouldn't have taken the setup, actually. Really, but okay. Okay, attempt number 3. So, Hennemarth is good. Darren's Ruins is good. Imrahil, kind of nice, but still not great, so mulligan. Okay, Yoreth. Yoreth is good. Elfstone's good. Darren's Ruins is good. And my encounter setup, 2 enemies and a treachery that doesn't matter. Okay, yep, there's a doomed one there. This one revealed does nothing because I'm not questing. Quick Beam is a prisoner. Control N. Okay, obviously I'm playing Yoreth. I mean, I don't have to play the Darren's Runes. I'm probably not going to play whatever I draw, so I can save it for a round at least. Quest for 2. Okay, that's 7 threat in the staging area. Next round it will only be 3. No, next round it will be none. So, okay, I boost to 5. No, I will go all out. I boost to 7. And break even. Travel to the Necromancer's Pass. 2 random discards. Elfstone and Darren's Runes. I'm fairly okay with that. Engage these enemies. Bjorn defends. Okay. As I said, that shadow effect is just too much of a problem for me mostly because it kills Yoreth. So I just shuffle it back in, have a different one. And okay. Then let's kill the Dol Guldur orcs. stack up my objectives. And Control N. Sword Thane. Nice to see it early. And okay. Not playing anything here. Quest for 2. 2 against 2. It's not super important. That I do any more. So I'm just going to leave it at breaking even. I engage this. I could feint it. Okay, so Bjorn is definitely defending this. Now I could feint the Beastmaster just to preserve Bjorn's hit points a bit longer. But of course there's the possibility of playing Sword Thane next round and still having a law resource left over for Yoreth, or a tactics resource left over for the feint. I think I'm going to go with this. Look at the long term. So, not triggering Yoreth this round, saving my resources. Control N. Hennemarth. Okay. So, yeah. Hennemarth and Sword Thane. I'll put it on Yoreth. Why not? Additional resource tokens per round. 1. So now I quest for 2. Okay, there's nothing in the staging area, so this gains Surge. And that adds 1 threat to the staging area, so I make 1 progress, which is absolutely fine. Bjorn defends this. Defending player must choose and exhaust 1 character he controls. I exhaust Yoreth. And nothing. And now, actually, rather than use Hennemarth's ability, I will have him chip in his 1 attack so I can kill the Beastmaster. And now Control N. And those extra law resources are already going to start paying off with Hennemarth. Not Hennemarth, Warden of Healing. Completely different card. Okay. Right. Okay, so now I have to make the decision about Caught in a Web. Do I allow myself to attach it? Actually, no, actually I could just attach it to Yoreth at this point. I can probably get away with that. I attach Caught in a Web to Yoreth. I make 2 progress on the quest, so 1 actually gets to the quest. I will heal Treebeard, and I can start using Hennemarth's ability, Iron Shackles. That's great. Doesn't add any threat to the staging area. I will play Gather Information. Could play this Ent Draft. It's not essential. I quest to gather information. I will deal 2 damage so that I immediately explore it. This is fine because the next time a player would draw 1 or more cards from the attached deck, but gather information does not draw cards, it searches and adds to hand. So let's see. A Dundingle Warrior actually would be a pretty significant thing to get at this point, and I do have the resources for 1. I need my replacement defender because Bjorn is running out of hit points. Imrahil also would be good. I have the Elf Stone to put him into play. The Storm comes... Well, the Storm comes is kind of an alternative to the Elf Stone, so it's less necessary if I have the Elf Stone. Though, of course, the elf still requires a location. I think I'm going to take the Dol Warrior. And hope that I don't regret it. Of course, technically, this says it attaches to the top... Alright, to the top of the first player's deck, not to the top card of the first player's deck. Yeah, that works. Okay. Right, now, obviously, I could use Yoreth, but then she wouldn't ready because of Caught in a Web, so I think I'm just going to continue... Actually, no. First, I'm going to use Henemarth. See, okay, Dol Guldur Orcs. And then, yeah, I will just use the Warden. So now Control N, Iron Shackles is discarded. I play my Dol Warrior. And I quest for 2. I break even, I deal 2 damage to Treebeard from the When Revealed effect, and break even. Engage Dol Guldur Orcs. Bjorn defends. Oh, right. See, I was thinking earlier, maybe I don't play the Ent draft because I could just end up discarding it to this shadow effect. But no, it's actually very important that I play the Ent draft. It makes sense to put it on a Dol Warrior anyway. But it's very important that I have an attachment I control which is not Sword Thane. So I'm going to allow that retcon. Bjorn takes 1 damage. Henemarth will scry the top of the encounter deck. Okay. I suppose if I thought about it, I could have scried after dealing the shadow card and then just played the feint. I'm going to do that retcon instead. So this is my staging next round. And Bjorn did not take that point of damage. Heal Treebeard. Kill this guy. Control N. Okay, now I will play the Ent draft. And of course I know that I'm revealing no threat. I just quest for 2. Well, I may as well quest for 3. I have no events to discard. Scry with Henemarth. Okay. Heal Treebeard again. Control N. Secret Vigil. Very nice. Okay. I quest with Treebeard for 2. King Spider. Each player must choose and exhaust 1 character he controls. I will exhaust the Warden of Healing. Then I engage the King Spider. Do the shadow card. Scry the encounter deck. Chieftain Uthak. Okay. I defend the King Spider with the Dol Warrior. 1 damage. Now, I kind of want to not kill the King Spider so that I can put a Secret Vigil on it and then get threat reduction out of killing it. But with Chieftain Uthak coming as well, I don't know if I can... I don't know that I don't really want to be engaged with both of these at the same time, so I'm going to kill the King Spider. Control N, feint Very welcome. See, now I'm thinking, oh, I should have left the King Spider in play. Remember, of course, Chieftain Uthak not in play yet. I can't play this secret vigil on him. I'm just leaving him there because it's easier than putting him back on top of the encounter deck and then revealing him again. But, okay, quest for 2. Break even. Engage Uthak. Feint him. Attack for 6, deal 3 damage. Remember to scry the encounter deck. Necromancer's Reach. Okay. Control N. Alright. I found Imrahil. Now I just need a location for this elf stone. I play Secret Vigil onto Chieftain Uthak. I commit no characters to the quest. I reveal no threat. I break even. Defend with the Dol Warrior. Attacking enemy gets +1 attack. That just puts him up to 4. I use the Dol Warrior's ability to boost it to 5 defense. Now I place a resource on him, but it doesn't matter because I attack for 8. And kill him and drop my threat by 2 with the Secret Vigil. Heal these 2 and use Hennemoth. Doomed 1 Surge, okay. But it is a location. Favor of the Valar. Great. I will play Favor of the Valar immediately. Quest for 2. Doomed 1 Surge. Great Forest Web. Okay, I will go to the Great Forest Web. Exhausting Bjorn. Scry the top of the encounter deck. Ungoliant Spawn! Okay! Well, this is going to get interesting. Control N. Secret Vigil. It would be great if I could get that Secret Vigil onto Ungoliant Spawn. I don't know how realistic an idea that is. I suppose the Dol Warrior can defend Ungoliant Spawn safely. Barring shadows. Okay, so Treebeard will have his willpower reduced by 1, but still I have to go for this. So 1 against 4. That gets me up to 4 against 4. Finally triggering Yareth again. That gets me up to 6 against 4. I've triggered Treebeard the maximum 5 times. So I'm questing for 6 against 4. I make 2 progress, which is not enough to clear the location because of the Elfstone. Oh well. I engage Ungoliant Spawn. Do that to Shadow card. Scry the top of the encounter deck. Great Forest Web. Okay. Defend with a Dol Warrior. Use its ability. So it's 5 defense. That's fine. Bjorn can deal 3 damage. Heal. Discard. Shadow card. Control N. I have to spend 2 resources from Yareth's pool to ready her because of Caught in a Web. I am now at 49 threat. Actually, yeah. Okay, so now it makes sense to claim Gandalf's map at this point. Claim Gandalf's map and attach it to Yareth. Because I raise my threat by 2 to claim Gandalf's map. So I raise it to 51, which would mean I threat out, but Favor of the Valar when you would be eliminated by reaching your threat elimination level. Instead, discard Favor of the Valar and reduce your threat to 5 less than your threat elimination level. You are not eliminated. So, by going over 50 with a threat raise of 2, I got slightly more threat reduction than I otherwise would have. So, let's play this Secret Vigil. Now I'm going to have 3 threat. I only need 1 progress to clear this. So I can just go up to 4 and that would be fine. Six more hit points. Beyond deals 3... Yeah, if I use Hennemoth on the attack again, I can kill Ungoliant spawn this round, which might be preferable. So, yeah, so Treebeard quests. For 2, I reveal the Great Forest Web. So 3, 4. Clears this out. I use the Elfstone to put Imrahil into play. Travel to the Great Forest Web, exhausting Yoreth. Defend with the Dundingle Warrior, using the ability. Do I want to? I mean, having the knowledge with Hennemoth is really useful, but no, I think I will. Okay, so heal, attack for 5, 6, 8, dealing 6 damage, killing Ungoliant spawn. I lower my threat by 3 with the Secret Vigil. Control N. I have to pay 2 resources from Yoreth to ready her, because caught in a web. That's not a problem. Play a Warden of Healing. At this point, obviously, I'm fine to advance the quest. I need to kill Bjorn at some point so that Prince Imrahil becomes a hero, and then I can do double back for more threat reduction. But this should work out for me. Quest for 2. Hummerhorns. Well, that's gonna let me kill Bjorn. So, 2 threat. Deal 2 damage and explore the location. I mean, there's no reason why I shouldn't push through to the second stage of the quest, at least. So... let's use Yoreth. I triggered Treebeard 2 times so far. Let's do at least another 2. Okay, wait. Sorry, Imrahil's supposed to quest. That's what he does, so I will trigger Treebeard the last time and advance to stage 2 of the quest. Because nothing actually happens at stage 2. When I place progress on it, I have the optional response to rescue my prisoner here. But okay, I travel to the Endless Caverns. I engage the Hummerhorns. Deal 5 damage to a single hero I control. That'll be Bjorn. So Bjorn is dead. And Imrahil will start gaining additional resources. Now I don't actually have a means of killing the Hummerhorns. I didn't think that through. But okay. Hennemoth shows me the Necromancer's Reach is coming up. Okay, Dundigal Warrior takes no damage. I use the Wardens to heal Treebeard. Of course, if I go to the main quest, place progress on it, I could rescue Quick Beam, which would give me a means of killing the Hummerhorns. I would also then have to deal with the Nazgul. Which of course can't have attachments, so Secret Vigil on it is not something that would work. I have to pay 2 resources to ready Yoreth. Play this Welling Hall Preserver. So, okay, I will not send Prince Imrahil on the quest, so that I have some attack for the Hummerhorns at least. I suppose if I don't scry with Hennemoth, I could kill it. So, quest for 2. Reveal 3 threat. Oh, I play double back. So, 2 against 3. 3 against 3. Trigger Yoreth. 4, 5, 6. Clearing the Endless Caverns. That's fine. I travel to the Necromancer's Pass, discarding the 2 cards in my hand. It's a shame to lose the Secret Vigil, but double back is better threat reduction, so I'm okay with that. Defend. Heal up Treebeard, and I will just kill off the Hummerhorns. Control N. 2 resources required to ready Yoreth. Welling Hall Preserver heals Treebeard when it readies. Play my 3rd Warden of Healing. Things are looking pretty solid at this point. Quest for 5. Going to double back. Mountains of Mirkwood. 2 threats, so I'm making 3 progress. 1, 2, 3. 3 damage there. I reduce my threat by 5. Necromancer's Pass is explored. Travel to the Mountains of Mirkwood, revealing an encounter card. Tower Gate, okay. I can heal up Treebeard. Scry the encounter deck. Dungeon Jailer. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Play another Welling Hall Preserver. Now everything's kind of come together, so as long as I can manage my threat, I should make it to the end of the quest, and I think I can do that. So, I'm going to have 3 threat in the staging area. It would be nice to be able to kill the Dungeon Jailer. Also the question of when I'm going to rescue the prisoner. Dungeon Jailer is going to take a while to kill. Well, actually no, he doesn't have to. So 3 threat. Okay, yeah, I quest for 2, 5, 6. Wardens have 1 willpower. 6 against 3. I explore the Mountains of Mirkwood. Trigger the response. Search the top 5 cards of my deck. I don't need Gandalf, though I suppose I could just use him to kill the Dungeon Jailer, but no, Gandalf is a decent idea. Yeah, no, let's take Gandalf rather than Favour of the Valar. Shuffle. I will travel to the Tower Gate, which gets me an Orc Guard. I also engage the Dungeon Jailer. Defend the Dungeon Jailer, +1 attack. So 1 damage. I am just going to take this guy undefended. 1 damage goes on Imrahil. Can heal up the damage. So Treebeard attacks for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And immediately kills the dungeon jailer. I'm not even going to bother triggering Yoreth to heal him more, because now Control N, Welling Hall Preservers, heal him by 2. Oh, I forgot to trigger Henemoth, of course, to scry the encounter deck, Enchanted Stream. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gandalf. Drop my threat by 5. Down to 37. Now I should be absolutely fine. The Nazgul takes some killing. 12. Let's see. 3. Potentially 8. Oh, yeah. That's fine then. So let's quest 3, 6, 8. Reveal the Enchanted Stream. I make 6 progress. Seems fine. Travel to the Enchanted Stream, lock my deck. No, wait, I was going to quest with Gandalf. Sorry. I'm confused. I will trigger the response. Flip the prisoner hero card face up and place 1 damage token on it, which adds the Nazgul to the staging area. I engage the Nazgul. Deals shadow cards. Dundigal Warrior defends the Nazgul, of course. No shadow effect. I use the Dundigal Warrior's ability. I'm going to take this undefended again. 1 damage to Imrahil. Heal, heal. Now, attacking the Nazgul for 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nazgul of Dol Guldur is killed. I'm going to use Henemoth to look at the top card of the encounter deck. I deal 2 damage to Quick Beam to ready him and kill the Orc Guard. Gandalf is discarded at the end of the round. Control N. Welling Hall Preservers. Heal 2 damage from Treebeard. I unlock my deck. So I'm just adding 1 threat to the staging area here. So I can quest for 2, 3, 5, 7, 13. Make 12 progress. Did I already unlock my deck? Yeah, I did, didn't I? Because I knew that I was going to explore that location. Okay, that I didn't mean to do that. Just reset the screen position there. Heal those 2 Ent heroes, and next round I should win the game. I'm going to reveal 3 threat. So Control N. And okay, don't play anything at the beginning of the quest phase. I raise my threat by 4 to attach the dungeon torch to Yoreth and the shadow key to Imrahil. Now I control all 3 objectives, so I immediately advance to the final stage of the quest. I've already passed the beginning of the quest phase. I just have to quest for 10 and I will win. I quest for 4, 5, 8, 14, 16, 17. And I win the quest twice over. Well, I complete this stage twice over, at any rate. And there you have it. That is how it is possible to win Escape from Dol Guldur with a hero lineup that gives you a starting threat of 37 and cannot claim any of the objectives. It's, as noted, not consistent. I'm a bit surprised that it only took me 3 attempts, though of course that... And actually, I don't think I ever took extra mulligans. I only scooped a couple of encounter deck setups. So I think I got a bit lucky. I don't think it's as consistent as you might get the idea of it being based on watching this, but it can be done. And that is all that I wanted to show, that it can be done, not that it can be done consistently. If anyone can do this consistently, I would be very impressed. Honestly, there might be some newer cards that would help this out, but I'm not sure. Certainly in future there might be. But most of the important stuff in the deck came about. Good willpower from lore allies. Dundingle Warrior, you just need one at least to replace Bjorn once he dies. The extra attack power from things like Azane can be nice, but it's not required. Threat reduction, double back once Imrahil is a hero. Favour of the Valar, Gandalf. Secret Vigils, just put on anything. The Storm comes. If you can explore it, is very useful, both because you only start out with only 2 heroes. It's easier to pay for things if you don't care about resource matches. And since you can only play 1 ally each round anyway, it is just all your allies don't require a resource match. And of course that is another way of playing. That's another way of getting ally Imrahil into play, other than elf stoning him. It's also a means of actually using his resources, since there's only 1 spirit card in the deck, that being double back. Though of course he can always pay for Favour of the Valar and Gandalf. But yeah, I'm very pleased with how that worked out. 19 completed rounds. You have to, when you're relying on a janky setup, like you need to get a unique ally to put Sword Thane on and ally Imrahil into play when you don't have a resource match for him, and then kill a hero. Obviously, you're never going to be able to do that quickly, which is then why the threat reduction becomes really significant, on top of course of the starting threat of 37 and threat raises in the quest. So 19 completed rounds is... it might be a little bit on the high side, but it's not at all surprising. But there we go. I've done another crazy deck building challenge. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please consider supporting me on Patreon. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.